Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 25, 10:31 America, New York. Pfizer's Omicron-targeting COVID-19 vaccines generate stronger immune response. One shot that was tested targeted Omicron specifically, while another was modified to work against the strain and the original virus. Marginal revolution.
June 25, 10:20 America, New York. The controversial economics of abortion law. Here is a good and useful survey by John Hilsenrath and Amara Omiakwe, WSJ. The post The Controversial Economics of Abortion Law appeared first on Marginal Revolution.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 25, 10:03 America, New York. Hydrogen spark gets swamped by rising interest rates. Vladimir Putin has given low-carbon hydrogen projects a lift this year, but you wouldn't know it by looking at the stock market.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
June 25, 9 o'clock America, New York. Where has Michael Drake been for the last 50 years? University of California President Michael V. Drake, MD, issued a statement yesterday on the U.S. Supreme Court's decision in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
June 25, 8:30 America, New York. End the tax on phantom gains. Imagine that in January 2021 you bought 100 shares of a company at $100 per share. Since then, the Consumer Price Index, one of the standard measures of inflation, has risen by 11.74%. Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 25, 5:33 America, New York. Citigroup tried and failed to rally banks to pressure gun sellers. After the Parkland shooting in 2018, big banks didn't see eye to eye on gun policies. Little has changed since.
New York Times Business.
June 25, 5 o'clock America, New York. In Southeast Asia, luxury hotel bargains aren't hard to find. The region is emerging from COVID isolation only to find a dearth of the Chinese visitors who once flocked there. Some hotels are responding with deals for travelers from the U.S.
New York Times Business.
June 25, 5 o'clock America, New York. Hacking high gas prices, how people are changing their habits. From changing their work hours to driving farther in search of cheaper deals, people have been making crafty calculations to grapple with expensive gasoline. Elizabeth Jelvik recently started to commute by bike, work from home more often and use her parents' Kroger fuel points to fill up her 2005 Honda.
New York Times Business. June 25, 5 o'clock America, New York. How Elon Musk and Tesla helped make CEO pay even richer. The gap with workers widened even further as public companies granted top executives rich pay packages partly inspired by Tesla. The goal-driven rich compensation package for Elon Musk, Tesla's chief executive, has helped redefine executive pay.
Global economy.
June 25, 4 o'clock America, New York. Economic turmoil tests G7's ability to deliver united response. Leaders at summit hosted by Germany confront soaring inflation, an energy crisis and the threat of recession.
Marginal revolution.
June 25, 3:06 America, New York. How the World Became Rich. By Mark Koyama, my colleague, and Jared Rubin, with the subtitle The Historical Origins of Economic Growth. I am now home and am united with my copy. It is the single best treatment on what the title promises. You can buy it here.
Armstrong Economics.
June 25, 0:05 America, New York. New interview. The Collapse of the Republic. The Post-New interview. The Collapse of the Republic first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 25, 0:00 America, New York. What it takes to buy your first home now. Interest rates are rising, supply is thin and bidding wars remain widespread. It's just so ridiculous and disheartening.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. June 25, 0:00 America, New York. Amazon's Chinese seller problem. Jeff Bezos wanted to build the everything store, and now the company is drowning in China-based sellers hawking the same items under a dizzying array of brands.
Global economy.
June 24, 2300 America, New York. Travel chaos and cost of living leave Britons holidaying at home. Domestic bookings have jumped since start of June as people seek to save money and avoid disruption.
Daily FX Market News.
June 24. 2200 America New York, Australian dollar may fall as global growth fears fester. The Australian dollar has been trading as a barometer of the market's recession fears. It may fall in the week ahead as worries about global growth continue to fester.
BBC News. Business.
June 24. 2046 America New York, rail strikes. Travelers braced for third day of disruption. People are advised to only travel by train if necessary, with just a fifth of services running. BBC News Business.
June 24. 2046 America New York, rail strikes. Travelers braced for third day of disruption. People are advised to only travel by train if necessary, with just a fifth of services running.
Global economy.
June 24. 1901 America New York, rising rates raise prospect of property crash. Homeowners, landlords and investors spooked as end of ultra-cheap debt sends prices sliding.
BBC News. Business.
June 24. 1732 America New York, row over M&S plan to redevelop flagship store. The government is calling a review of the plans which include a smaller shop, offices and a gym.
BBC News Business.
June 24. 1732 America New York, row over M&S plan to redevelop flagship store. The government is calling a review of the plans which include a smaller shop, offices and a gym.
Daily FX Market News. June 24. 1600 America New York. Gold prices eye bullish turnaround. Silver's outlook clouded by recession fears. Gold and silver tend to show a close correlation, but their performance could begin to diverge as rising recession odds cloud the outlook for some precious metals with industrial applications.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 24. 1511 America New York. Zendesk finds Serenity now. Its buyout is worth about $6.6 billion less than a previous offer, but the software maker had boxed itself in.
BBC News. Business.
June 24. 1424 America New York, rail strikes. Travel disruptions continue after talks to stop third walkout fail. People are told to make only necessary journeys, with 1 in 5 services running on Saturday.
BBC News Business.
June 24. 1424 America New York, rail strikes. Travel disruptions continue after talks to stop third walkout fail. People are told to make only necessary journeys, with 1 in 5 services running on Saturday.